Okay, let's make sure this one works. We're going to keep it this way. I'm not even going to attempt to open Streamlabs or YouTube.com. Today's the American Heart Association Day. That is a fucking killer thumbnail. Every president's favorite freaking food? Okay, I'm not going to retweet it because I'm the music critic. That is one of the greatest thumbnails I ever seen. Damn. No. We're going to keep it this way. I'm not even going to attempt to open Streamlabs or you. I don't do webcams. I also noticed that my voice sounds freaking horrible on. Rick Beato came out with video. Yeah, so now we're going to go to Taste Like Music. We're going to react to some of the oldest trio era listographies. So if you people have any interest in old listography,
with MailChimp, you can design more engaging marketing assets in no time at all, thanks to our AI-powered.
Alright, so this is a video I'm going to be reacting to. And there's Bird Therapists by Craig MacArthur, their old theme song. Much better than their new one. No, I'm just kidding. I like Corbin Kites. Whatever it's called. Lilac Skies, I think.
I'm Jason, joined again today by Ryan.
Alright, so you want to know their full names. It's Jason Reese, Ryan Kramzer, and Joseph Steigerwald. Of the three, I love Joe the most because he personally subscribed to the main channel. Although my tastes don't always align with him. Like, people are like, Joe is the man of the people. I'm like, not always. But he's the best because he subscribed. Not here when they did this on the channel, but I am one of the select few that still calls Ryan and not Kramzer. I have to do that on the comments section, but nowhere else. Because he's like, first name withheld, Kramzer. And I'm like, freaking go to these videos. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at. I remember last year they did a video called This Album is Overrated, Episode 1, Fair Warning, by Van Halen. So, What are we counting? So we're counting self-titled. We're counting the second album. We're counting the third album, Women and Children First, Fair Warning, Diver Down, 1984, 5150. OU812 for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, Balance, Van Halen 3, A Different Kind of Truth. I've reacted to this video before. I have no idea where it freaking is right now. So let's just watch these clips.
Hello, everybody.
We've also got another friend with us today as well.
Brian.
Welcome, Joe, to the show.
What's up?
All right, today we're talking about the Van Halen discography.
I liked when
albums.
they put the pictures in
So
there.
in
This
the
is
interest
like
of
probably
time,
my favorite
Are there any of
video
us
they've
that don't
ever
have
done.
Van Halen 3 at the bottom?
No, that's at the bottom for me.
Van Halen 3 is a solid bottom for me.
Yeah.
And I might not just be talking about Van Halen. That might be, it's pretty bad.
Just,
Okay, so I've never listened to Van Halen 3. But I do remember it was on March Madness, which is like worst albums ever made tournament. They're doing it again this year, Patreon voters. I think that's going to be kind of cool. I don't have the Patreon, but cool. And the Discord's not 21 and up like Crash Thompson. So, yeah, subscribe to these guys and don't subscribe to him. I know I'm talking too much.
all albums ever. Van Halen 3.
Yeah.
Very bottom.
Yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, Van Halen 3 is the record.
Yeah, so hold on, let me search this one up. They recorded this with Gary Cherone. I doubt most people here know who Gary Cherone is. And I have not listened to a single song on this album. God bless me. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm very fortunate. And in March, I'm going to listen to a bunch of bad music over here as well. So March 17th, 1998. Sandwiched exactly in between my grandmother and mother's birthdays. Same family. Mike Post. I remember he did Rockford Files. Did he do Tubular Bells? That's Mike Oldfield. Although I haven't heard Tubular Bells. It's apparently a prog album. I'm getting side frickin' tracked here. Grand piano, glockenspiel, farfisa, organ, bass guitar, electric guitar, including speed guitar, fuzz guitar, mandolin-like guitar, and guitars sounding like bagpipes. Taped motor drive, amplifier, organ chord, assorted percussion, acoustic guitar, flageolet, honky-tonk piano, low-re organ, tubular bells, concert timpani, Hammond organ, Spanish guitar, vocals. Yeah. So they recorded this with Gary Cherone. Double middle namer. Must be from the South then. No, he's from Massachusetts. And he's older than I thought he is. If you don't know Extreme, and I only know one song, their big hit, number 1 on the Billboard charts from the album Pornography Words. And they look like a freaking glam band. But they took him and they basically booted off Michael Anthony. Because Eddie does most of the bass on this album. Michael Anthony is basically a full-time background singer. To me, what they did to Michael Anthony was heretical. And that's showing off my computer skills there. No, I'm just kidding. That's a famous photo. But I'm gonna of this year. This might be the first record I listen to for that 32-day series. And then I'll listen to more in April. If you guys like it. If all two of you lovelies who are watching like it. Anyways,
record without David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar. It's got Gary Sharon on.
Like and subscribe this video. Watchers, whoever's watching, please do me a favor. Drop a like there. If you can find it, go to the main channel. Otherwise, I'll just give you the link later. But please go like, subscribe. Go into the chat and then go like and subscribe to Taste Like Music. And every amazing thing that they have done for the world in the past 4 years. Continue.
Oh man,
I hate to do Eddie, but How Many Say I is pretty rough, and his singing is a bit laughable on it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. What's the name of the song where he's talking about all the different types of man? Pizza Man?
What I want, yeah, so I actually have that in my notes, how bad this lyric is. Fat man, he's ordering seconds. Pizza man, he just want a slice.
That is so freaking funny. It's so sad, but it's so freaking funny that I can't help but laugh.
Not very good.
Yeah.
It's a very cluttered and noisy album. There's nothing to take away from it. It's ugly.
Yeah, I have nothing to say about it at all.
Never heard, but it sucks.
It's just really bad.
I think that's the best thing about the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a famous photograph, isn't it? At least they...
Great album
they
artwork.
slap like the Van Halen 3 and
until
like
they put on the freaking Van Halen 3 logo.
Cannon. It just
the font is bad. The font is bad. But actually, the brightest spot of the record is for me is the chorus of "Without You." I think that is one of the most melodic choruses in the Van Halen discography. The lyrics aren't good, but it's one thing to take away from it, I guess.
You are a nicer man than I am, then.
All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go with 11. I'm going A Different Kind of Truth.
Never heard.
This is the newest one.
I'm to guess.
12. It's David
I'm
Lee
to
Roth
guess it's better
Return.
than Van Halen 3,
I
but
don't think it's a
how
very
much
good
better
album, but it's much better
do you
than
have to
I
be better than
anticipated. I
Van
didn't listen
Halen
to it when
3?
it first came out. They're pretty much past their prime now. His voice isn't really what it once was. He seems really strained on it. Kind of old man's version of rock and roll, but it's not terrible. It's a mediocre rock record, nothing absolutely horrible. It's much
There's
better than Van Halen 3.
Tattoo, which was like the lead single.
It was a little intriguing having Wolfgang play bass on it. There were some moments where I thought he kind of flourished, and it kind of did create a different dynamic. Michael Anthony's bass on every single other album. This one's a little different. They're never going to capitalize or evolve on that. I don't think they're ever going to put out another studio album. But
actually, Kramzer predicted the future in that clip by saying that because then Eddie Van Halen died, and then they put out a community post. We are shocked, rip Eddie. And when I saw that, I freaking laughed out loud because I had seen this video.
Away from this. But nothing really spectacular at all.
You want to go number 11, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, I had A Different Kind of Truth as my number 11 as well.
I mean, it's got 13 songs on it. What do you expect from that? Uh, 13 songs. That's one of the worst song titles ever.
I like a lot of the instrumental work. I think it's better than maybe even some of the Van Hagar albums. But the singing from David Lee Roth is just it just sounds out of place and wrong and bad, and it was never going to work with him singing. I think if they had a different vocalist, they had Sammy Hagar, it might have been decent, but I just can't get past the vocal stylings of David Lee Roth on this one.
Number 11 for me is OU812.
What the hell? I don't think it's a perfect record. Because to me, the last great Van Halen record is 5150. But OU812 is pretty good. I can understand why, because, like, hold on, I got a drink. It's water. But OU812. OU812. Cabo Wabo. Although, granted, I don't particularly like what I remember of Sucker in a 3-piece. Not an AFU fan and not really a When It's Love fan. Although the one nice thing about AFU is when I get my music library redone, because I had to redo my music library because of some weird thing, AFU should be the top song on there.